Alright, so I got the mic. I think I got my mic fixed. I'm not sure here. Gotta shut Discord, otherwise we're gonna have fucking problems. Still no mic. You hear me now? You can, right? I'm guessing, because I'm seeing in OBS it's picking up my mic. Alright, cool. How's the screen look? Like, that's fine. I just want to test. I know the intro worked. I seen that. My BRB. Everything looks okay. Because there's that thing where you hate listening to yourself on stream. Like, I can never test my own shit. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. It's kind of weird. I think it has something to do with a recording. I did a recording the other day. Somebody did a tutorial for me. And I used OBS to record. I never do that. So, it's kind of fucking weird. But, yeah, anyway. What I want to do is I'm working on these things. So there's this kit bash stuff, right? And I'm just gonna go over here. I might end up buying a couple of these. Yeah, I know. I used to use it all the time too, but I don't know what the hell's going on with it. It worked fine to record. And then I went to open it up and nothing was set. Like, it totally reset itself. Like, I lost a profile or something. I don't know. I don't know. So Kit Bash has all these kits, and what they are is this is actually the one I'm working on right now. So it's assets. It's everything you see here. Basically, there's like, well, here you go, right here. So it's all this stuff here. That you see. So there's, I haven't updated in a while. There's 10 large buildings here. There's, I don't know, something like 8 medium buildings, and then 11 small buildings, and then all the assets up front there. There's some towers pieces here that you can use. But they're all super high poly. This shit is not cheap. It's usually $200 a kit. Right now they're on sale for $99.50 for Black Friday. And like, they're massive. This is what it I already tested one in Skyrim. It looks fucking great. The buttresses, you know, like all this. So the whole kit has 2.6 million polys in it. There's 110 models. Yeah, right. Other interior pieces for building interior cells. So with this stuff, yes and no. Some of this shit has usable interior if you double side the mesh. Some of it doesn't, like up in the towers and stuff is built kind of weird, but a lot of it does. So what I'm gonna do, actually, I'll show you right now. I've been working in Blender and trying to figure out Blender, and the other day I modeled my own wood floor. So with the textures, I made the normal maps, and I mean, it looks way better like in game, but I modeled this piece of floor, which is also tileable, so I can show you that. tileable, so it's the same size as a Skyrim interior square. So here I got 4 of them, and they're tileable. So it all mends in together, and if you look, it's goddamn perfect. It's the mesh is perfect. You can't make out the seam. That's the line in the grid, but you can't make out that seam. So I made this in Blender. I textured it. I exported the textures, baked the textures in Blender, and exported them out of there, and it fucking worked. It looks great. But now I'm working on this dark fantasy stuff, so this is the first building I did. It's massive. It's massive, and this is game ready except for collision, I believe. I don't have collision on this yet, but yeah, dude, as you can see, it's got like a little courtyard, right? A couple wagons. The medieval stuff is meant to be like broken in places, so I can zoom out and show you something. Like the corner of the buildings are chunked off, right? It says 2 here. I got somebody watching on Twitch as well. So yeah, this one's game ready. I just gotta slap collision on it, ready to rock. And what I'm gonna do is, this is what's happening to me during some of the work that I'm doing, which is kind of slowing down the process. So I've exported this from Blender, and what's happening is, if you look here, I'm getting some faces that are flipping on me. So these faces are fine on this corner piece. They're facing the right way. But these faces are actually flipped. So they're facing the other way inside the mesh. So I gotta fix that on random shit, and it's everywhere. There's some here, right? So those faces gotta be flipped, but not these. Those as well. This face has to be flipped. So what I gotta do is I gotta open this in Max and fix that building. And I've also got this one here. This one was the same way, and I actually fixed this one already. This one just needs textures applied and such, but the way I've done it is it's all separated into materials, and these textures are limitless. That's crazy.
What? That's crazy.
Nothing, this guy trying to add something. So if I plug that in, there's a blocks B right here. So it's gonna plug the textures in nice. What shadow? So the shine is, I haven't fixed the shines yet, I don't think. No, I haven't fixed those yet. Usually that's something I do first. I'll point one it, and then I'll just go right down the line and do it at each one. But then once you import and export it out of Max again, it just fucks it up all over again. And I'm just Control V in to get that number 0.1. So you can click on any one of these and Control C it, and Control V it to another shader property in the same spot. You just like hit Control C, go to your next one, Control V, and it pops in there. So you can do that with vertex colors as well, stuff like that. Pretty much any node here. Yeah, and as you can see, these are kind of massive, but they work. And honestly, in Skyrim, there's some NIFs that are pretty freaking massive. Yeah, so, oh, this one's the same, huh? Oh no, this one's stone. That's crazy. What the hell's going on over there, Doug? So now that's like the stone. And these textures are all great, dude. These textures are all, so you can actually do it with the whole texture set too. If you click up here, you can hit Control C. And then you can go here and hit Control V. And it'll match up the textures, which did a lot of that inside there. And I'm guessing that's also going to go there too. There's that. Yeah, they should have got the memo by now, bro. If they didn't, they got problem. Stone B2. This one's the slate. The roofs, dude. There's just, these are massive. Yeah, for some reason Control V works in Discord, Doug, but it's not working. It won't work on Discord. Like right clicking and pasting doesn't do it for some odd fucking reason. It won't work in John's Discord at all. Alright, let me hurry up and slap these on here. And I just want to straighten out the bases and stuff. So there's what the hell? Metal A, right? Yeah. Metal A. Yeah, all seamless textures. It's fucking, they're fucking great, dude. Blanks D. Blanks D. Look at the barrels. I mean, I've scaled these textures down to 1K from fucking 8K. And those don't look bad. Once I straighten out the faces and smooth the mesh out with this little thing over here, you'll know. You'll see. Floor A. Floor A. Coming too, guys. I'm gonna jump into Blender soon and do another one. Turns out it wasn't an outfit, it was causing the CE I really like. Oh, it wasn't, huh? The SMP on it. Yeah, that stuff can play weird. What's up, Archer? Good buddy. Yeah, that shit's weird, man. I don't know. That's why I don't even really fucking play. The game just crash anyway. I'm kidding. I don't play because I don't play. I like to make the mods, man. I like to do shit like this. I'm learning Blender, so. And so far, so good. It's coming out pretty sweet. I'll start doing tutorials on certain shit for Skyrim using Blender. Blender is way better than 3ds Max for some things and shittier for others. You know what I mean? So it's just all about what you're doing. Like, I'll do some of this shit in Max, and I'll do some of this shit in Blender. Like, these files come as Blender files. So there's no other way to truly do them without using Blender. So Rune had asked me to check it out, and when I did, I fell in deep, I guess. Yeah, getting ready to watch the game, huh? Who's Miami playing today? Minty Lightning? Mighty Lightning? That's why I stayed with 1.597. It worked. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no optimizations in the new version or nothing. They recompiled the source code. That's all they did. That's all they did. They fucked with us is what they did. It's been proven. The file's been looked at. There's no sense in switching over to AE per se, right? On PC, because it's the same thing. They just, what they did was they optimized the engine to run on new gen consoles, okay? Meaning Windows, Xbox, Microsoft Xbox Series X and the Series S's and PS5s and like the new gens that are coming out. That's all they did, because the fucking graphics in them and the processing power is like 3 of my computers. Okay, there's a 12 core processor inside of my Xbox One X that's old, and it matches my PC standard power. And you gotta remember, like, they program the shit just to play games, so all that power is used to play games. Hold on a sec. So they had to optimize the engine to at least work halfway decent, right? Because the new gen consoles, like, they just read shit different. The processing power is so fucking intense, it's crazy. See, look at this. This is crazy, huh? And look at the textures are all fine. I decimated this. This was cocksucker. This was something like 300,000 squares, right? Turn those squares into triangles, you could have doubled that number, so it was 600,000 triangles. I optimized them down to like barely anything. I'm gonna fix that UV real quick. I don't know why, but for some reason in Blender, if your mesh is too small there, if your piece is too small, it won't do what it's gonna do. So this goes here on this one. That fixes that to match that one. But see, this has got a medallion. That one doesn't. And that really bothered me about some of these models. Like, it's medieval, it's weird. It's just weird. And they're broken ass buildings, so it's like,
this is my outfit.
It's weird.
Finally, doctor.
Is that the same UV?
Okay.
Oh wow, look at this, huh?
You have to close the door.
Them shits is all over the place.
The illness tries to sneak in.
My kids. Upgraded Seacon, good game. Yeah, I mean, it'll run fine. But there's gonna be certain shit that you can't use, right? There's gonna be those fucking 5 mods that you can't use. And that's why I was just like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to upgrade. I use it to mod, and if people want to use my mods, they'll upgrade it themselves. That's fine for now. That fixes that. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this. See if smoothing the normal. Jordan, really? Come on, bro.
Hi. Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, see, that fixed that, so. Now what you gotta do? Anytime you move giant meshes around in Max, or thing is Minty Lightning, the old version works fine. The new version's called Storm Lightning. So modify it for yourself. Don't give your kids coffee. My youngest son is, we call him Chico. His name's Jordan. He's right here. He's getting dressed. But he's got the juice, you feel me? Kid got mad juice. So Archer, these are not my models. these are going into DarkPoint. So there's some erosion on these buildings. And there's also, you could probably see like down here, there's debris and shit. All from whatever. But this is just the beginning with shit like this. Like, I'm going to make all these doors work. Eventually, like, this one here is going to be, I'll tell you now, it's going to be a secret door. Where this is going to activate the door. Part of a quest. Probably, more than likely. Yeah, these things are gonna have like torches coming out of them. There's gonna be a big, one of them big fire pits up here, I'm sure, stuff like that. So this is just me making the mesh, the initial oomph.
Mom.
So I just gotta update the balance on every one of them. Everybody's gotta yell when I'm streaming, of course. Like, nobody talks for 3 hours.
Oh, that's nothing. That's just for the books. My money don't jiggle jiggle. It's cold.
Oh yeah, so I did it right.
Stop.
Hell yeah, dude. So I'll show you some more. I have 2 more things to do, about 2 more minutes in Nifscope, and then I updated all the bounds. I'm gonna go up the top, select this, batch it, and add tangent spaces and update. I probably shouldn't have did that way, but updated them all. And updating your tangents will usually fix your normals and stuff.
Mom.
So these ones were jacked because I had to flip these pieces inside. So they're good now.
Not mine.
But yeah, that's game ready. Game ready, except for collision. Pretty fucking sweet right there, bro. And then, like I said, like, I gotta pop this one in and out of max to fix, like, see the faces here are flipped. I gotta flip that face, which I can't just do here. Like, there is a way to flip faces in Nifscope, but as you can see, this is connected to the same tri-shape. So if I flip the faces, that's gonna be inside out after. So I have to take this into max, select the polygons, the faces themselves, and flip them like that. Then I have to come back in here, I have to select this, and I have to go smooth normals, face normals, because it'll be all dark and shitty looking. It'll be shady looking like this rather than like this. So I'll have to go and go face normals, and it'll make the normals pop out. So but I'm trying to get the oh yeah Doug, yeah, that's like my kids, they're all quiet and doing their own thing until someone calls me. Oh, forget about it, dude. The house is juice crazy. So I think this is the one updated with all them buildings taken out. Let me just make sure my shit is not gonna get smashed on me. Oh, they're leaving soon, that's why. I forgot you guys were going there.
Where?
To see the Grinch.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Where is the... I don't get it.
Test this shit.
The
Talk to you
rebel was
later.
gonna
Later,
be
bro.
here.
All fancy jars. So they're just gonna be gold too. Yo, Doug, you have no clue.
I need help find a...
Doug, I have 7 of these kits.
Oh my god, I need help cleaning the rent roll.
You gotta wait.
No, I have
Patience,
to
bro.
get it.
Patience, bro. So there they are. And as you can see, they look no different here than they do in Nifscope. There's a couple buildings missing because I've already done a few of them. But see something like this? This thing's something like fucking... Select it. Okay. And now I control I and hide that stuff. So this has 503,000 triangles in this building. Okay, that's a fucking ton. And you can see those overlapping faces back there when I zoom out, but you'll never see it in game because it's so far back. But it's fucking monstrous, bro. I just don't understand. Archer, these are the kit bash stuff. So this is licensed shit. So you obviously you have to buy it, and then there's a general license you gotta work by. There's only certain things you can do with them. And I don't even own these. These are Rune's. He spent something like $400 on fucking models. Way more than that. He spent $600 on CG. And then he spent $350 on these kits, so he's at like $1,000 just stuff I'm converting. Want to go to edit mode? Yeah, you can make a new game with like. It'll take you a year of research just to learn it, probably. Like, I had general knowledge of this shit already, so I didn't... Not really hard work, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna separate all this shit by material. So that's basically the trick is... Yeah, I feel you there. It separates everything into a material. Or pieces of a material, I should say. But what I should have did is... I'm gonna go back up. What building is this anyway? This is building D. So I'm just gonna select. I gotta get out of edit mode. In order to select anything over here correctly, you have to be in object mode in Blender, which is kind of fucking weird. But you kind of get used to it, and then you can actually just hit tab to enter edit mode. But I've got everything here selected now. So I actually want to be in object mode for this part, but I'm gonna go to object and join. So that's all one fucking thing now. And then back here, select it all. And then I'll separate by material.
Where are you guys going? The Grinch's house, remember?
Rich's house?
So now you can see I got a lot less number of shapes. It's a lot better. Like, I don't gotta scroll through all them shapes to check the numbers. So now all I gotta do is... So, I actually have this selected. I believe. You wanna see the correct number of tries. So, you select a piece, hit tab to get into edit mode, and it tells you how many tries are on that chunk. The 4,000. So that one's fine. I just go back and forth, tabbing out. This one has 302,000. Fucking shit.
Stop it, Molly.
So I gotta separate this a little. 302,000, huh? Jesus Christ. Alright, so there's one more thing I gotta do before I do any of this shit. because the ones that I don't have to work on, the shapes I don't have to work on, it won't be right if I don't do this. So I'm looking for a tool. I'm looking for the tool, man. Where is the tool? It's in object mode. And right over here, I downloaded this tool that will take everything from quads to tries. So everything is selected, quads to tries. I'm gonna let that do its thing. And then this whole model will actually be in triangles already, so I won't have to convert any of these singly to triangle, to like triangulate them, you know what I'm saying? I can just go through, check the poly number. If it's too high, you can cut it up, decimate it a little bit, make it work. On to the next one. I export it, go over to, I actually want to try something, new export thing. I got the NIF exporter for Blender, but it works like shit. Alright, so now everything's triangles. It's all there. So now I can go back, check all this shit. Yeah, that's the 300,000 one. This.
Honey, where did you do all the money that was in the drawer?
I deposited it. Oh, so sorry.
I'll take it from my dad's.
Yo, what the hell is going on? It won't let me select. There. It doesn't tell you how many you've got selected. That'd be fucking great if it did. Maybe. Item. It won't tell you. Oh, right there, big dummy. Separate selection. It'll come off. I don't even think it came out. Yeah, it did. That one, right? Yeah, 302,000. Damn. Why is it still 302,000 though? I don't get why it won't. Makes no sense. It's 500 channels. That's crazy, dude. Oh, see, I gotta be over here.
I don't want the Minnie Mouse to show.
I don't know why.
Stop.
That to me.
Stop. Let me do what I have to do.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. This is not working.
Let me do what I gotta do.
Now you're the one who's wasting time.
Come on, you fuck. I think it was duplicating shit. Yeah, no, I feel you. It was definitely duplicating shit. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to fucking close out Blender. I think it tweaked itself when I just double click open the file. Do that.
Or here. One is like what? Oh yeah, alright. Got my claw. That was my cow beard.
Yeah, so this is quite a bit of shit here. Cherokee.
Car started.
And we could wait. I don't hide that.
Wash my hair. Yes.
Control I. Hide that shit. I actually want to snap this fucker to the vertex to 0 too. There you go. Oh. Undo. So I have to join it first. That's cool. I'm learning. Right? Snap the cursor. There we go. Now we're fucking zeroed. Object. What can convert it to? Oh, okay. How to edit. Select it all. And we're gonna go separate by material again.
Only got on black khakis. Only got on Christmas leggings.
Those things are annoying. What is going on with those?
Yeah. Jordans didn't fit him. And black joggers too. And I think this will be
Fucking
the last
40.
one he actually be wearing. Until
Seems like these things are going off way more than every 20 minutes. Who?
That's where it is that way.
I need to triangulate everything like I was doing earlier.
The right spot.
Oh, okay. So I'm in edit mode.
I'm gonna go down.
I gotta go here and I
99.
have to do
Quicker.
all those. Then I gotta tab into edit. Select all the faces.
No, but
Triangulate
I
them.
come down Walmart, will take me to
Gotcha.
McDonald's and
Punk
stuff over
booch.
there, instead of going all the way to the city.
So they'll actually be triangles, right? Subdivide. You can do all that shit right here. That's pretty cool. Okay. Now that I am separated, I go back to object. And I'll start selecting these. So this one is 4,300 tries. That's fine. I'm gonna hide it. This one is 499,000. 499,000 tries.
Can I charge this?
So yeah. Edit mode.
That's fine. Sunday. Come on, Jordan. Alright.
Helicopter.
That.
Helicopter.
400,000.
Turn around, turn around, turn around.
How many are there? Why does it say 300,000? But it says 400,000. If I go back to object.
Going towards like Sunblood Farms, like you're going up 146.
Like
Where the
that.
gas
And
station is, like towards
separate
camp.
selection. Perfect. Okay. That's what I needed. I'm sure we're still at fucking. What are we at? 94,000. Alright, so we get back out of here. Oh yeah, dude. It's yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm gonna hit this with a decimator now. At 94,000. Let's see what this looks like. At 47. So I'm just watching for detailed changes, really. But that's a little decimated too. So I'm gonna chop that again. Yeah. We're at like 95, so that. Back to my knife dissect. Right click, separate, selection. So now I got 46,000 tries there. I'm a little more comfortable. With that. But again, I'm going to decimate it because I want these things as low file size as human possible. And I find that right about there retains all the detail here. You can see what I'm doing here. If I went down to 0.2, it's decimating these meshes. It's cutting all the polys down. But I cannot go that low. So let's see what 0.5 does. 0.5 kind of screws some things too. I like to stay right around 37, well, like 30,000 tries. So that might be good actually. Like a 0.7 there, right? Make that happen. 0.7 it is, 32,000 triangles. I'm gonna apply that decimate. And then this shape is done now. We'll go back to this. Nice. Back here. Just tab into edit. Select all. 7,000 triangles. Leave that one alone. And I just gotta 42. So with this one, I may actually subdivide. I might add some shit to subdivision. We want simple. Yeah, I mean, this is nothing up here. This is for placement. You can see the mesh just getting bigger as I slide this up. Not really getting too big, but it is. I don't think that's the one I want. I think I want smooth. Can't go up with decimate, huh? Can't go down with that. Fuck it, I have to do. Subdivide it 4 times. I'm gonna move that up. I'll move that up there. Apply. Oh, because I'm in edit mode. Years ago, Blender didn't tell you that kind of shit. So let's get rid of this. It's not subdividing at all. I can't add polys to it at all, so it's fargin' staying. On to the next one. Tab in. 11,000 tries. Tab out. Tab in. 57,000. So, again, I'd like to cut that in half. So I'm gonna go right down this axis. Just like that. Sect. As long as that's highlighted like this, you can go down here, separate selection, and it'll cut it off the other piece. Yeah, the UI can be a little confusing, but once you get the swing of it, dude, it's fucking awesome. It's great. It really is. And I got 25,000 on this. We're all good there. I'm going to switch back to this. Tab into there. $34,000? Yeah, that's not bad. 34,000? Ah. I can go for a modifier probably. And decimate that a little bit. Oh no. Let's say 8,000. 156. Did I miss something? What the hell is going on? 7,000 tries there. 32,000 tries there. Let me hide that, hide that. Got 42. 11,000. 25,000. 8,000. Okay, so I'm right there. So I'm just gonna unhide the ones I've done and keep that one done. So I'm here. 156. 76,000. Okay. Wireframe. I want to make sure I'm on the Z. So I'm don't want that. Don't want that. I want the selection. And you want to select what you want split first. Then you just tap bisect, right click, separate selection. Now we've got 47,000. I feel much better about that. And we're gonna decimate these a little bit. I always click triangulate just in case. I'm gonna go down to 0.8 on this. That work? 38,000, 0.7 maybe. Let's go. Yeah, that's better. I still didn't lose any geometry, so I'll apply that one. Here, tab into edit mode. We got 8,000. We'll leave it alone. This one, tab in. Get 2,000. That one alone. 4,000. 1,000. 800. 5,000. So you can see, like, Blender pretty much made this mesh fucking game ready for me. I just literally have to go in and check these tries, make sure the try numbers are right, or else you're fucked. And then I gotta put these in max after and fix them there as well. There's something funky about those faces too. They always seem to come out fucked up. Tries there. 186. 92. 5,000. 207,000. Okay. So hit this. And hit bisect and right. Separate. The planes are backwards. No. No, Blender's different than 3ds Max. Blender uses Z up as where Max uses Y up or negative Y up or some shit like that. But yeah, it's a learning curve, bro. It's most definitely a learning curve. If you're a Max guy, like full out, like I pretty much was. Damn, I still got 116,000 tries there. That's fucking intense. Bisect. Yeah, it's the different axes. Axes. Yeah, ZBrush I hear is pretty cool too. So see, now I got 74,000 tries on here. I know I can cut that down to close to fucking yeah, 74,000. I'm gonna triangulate that. I'm gonna hit that with a 0.6 even. And that'll be fucking fine, probably even a 0.5. I lost 0 geometry, and I'm already at 30,000. I'm gonna go 0.45 just to bring it back. Come here more. Perfect. Fucking take that. Yeah, max is what? The version I have and the shit I have for it, I got probably about $5,000 worth of shit for it. Kind of insane. The stuff I actually have. I've bought plugins for that and everything. I got all sorts of shit. I've broke plugins for it. I've bought plugins for it. Right? 31,000, we're good there. 28,000. 91,000 vertices just there. And that's because of that goddamn tower. What I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll just decimate. It's 91,000 though. I don't really want to decimate that. Look at it this way. We got 91,000 verts. I'm gonna guess and say this is a good fucking portion of that 91,000. So get that the fuck out of there. Tab back here. Tab back in. We got 52,000 now. Tab out, and I'll slap a decimator on there. 2,000. 0.6. Get me around 30 grand. Without losing geometry and texturing. Oh, Christ, yeah. Apply that. Got 31,000. 42,000. That's a little large. So let's see. Decimate. 0.8 maybe. 33 grand. Again, I just want to make sure stuff looks good, nothing gets trashed. Alright, so we can apply that and get the 33,000. This one's 38,000 with just that thing, huh? That's sick. This is a dope building though. This is wicked dope, and I'm gonna try to get this into game, like right after I'm done here. The detail on there, bro. I switched to this. Look at the triangles on that piece. There's 34,000 triangles on that chunk. Hence. But I am going to cut it down more. Go to 0.7. Safely without, yeah, that worked. And that's it. So now I just gotta go here and select all my shapes I just did. Right, so I got everything selected, but I don't want to select this goddamn node that's underneath. The fucking node there, it pisses me off. It's hidden right now, and I don't need it. So with all my shit selected here, I got a special way to export. I export to FBX. I'm gonna do it this way first, and this is going in that folder, and this is gonna be building D. Well, this is building large D, I should say. Large D. Large D. Yes. And I've got some certain settings. Skip ass shit. Oh, I did forget to do one thing. I forgot to apply my transforms, which will zero everything out. Also set your scale. If your scale goes up and down, blah, 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 right? And you don't like if you're scaling shit or moving shit, right? You don't want that like that. You want everything at 1, your scale, and you want your rotations at 0, everything at 0. Dimensions don't matter, that's fine. But I hit Control A and I apply all the transforms. So then when I export FBX, it'll be okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to figure out something because I was face. What so does it? It'll apply. Okay, it's gonna apply all my modifiers there. We don't want any of that. We can triangulate faces here, but I don't see it. Doesn't work. I got notes on this. This might be it. This might be the fucking problem I was having yesterday. So, Blender uses Z up, right-handed system. Max also uses right-hand system, but Y up. So the primary bone would be primary bone axis, secondary bone axis. I got you. This is for bodies probably. Primary axis to Z, secondary axis to Y. So that should be Z, that should be Y, and I don't need that. This is armature anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. But you can export the animations too. I found a pretty snazzy looking plugin that's gonna help with making some fucking animations here soon. Building large underscore D. We talked about that. Tiny words, I know, I'm sorry. I'm even struggling sitting right here to read the shit. Don't feel bad. So that's gonna have to export the FBX, and then I'll show you what I do with that. There's a couple things you could do with it. So there it is there. I've got so even a big FBX file like that, right? I got CKCMD with a FBX to NIF batch file. So I can take large D and I can paste it here. You drag and drop onto the thing and it actually creates a NIF for you in a matter of seconds that I can just open in Nifscope. And actually this file looks like it exported pretty well. I don't see any flipped faces at all. Oh yeah, the game's about to start, huh? I'm gonna throw that shit on pretty soon too. I have to go back to work this afternoon for like 2 fucking hours, which is a waste of life, but when he talks, some bullshit walks, bro. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Arch. Take care, brother. Be safe. Enjoy the game. Go Dallas. I like Miami. Miami's good. They got good players. Yeah, so it looks like this one exported pretty fucking awesomely. I don't know why all the other ones are coming out jacked. Maybe because of the window. I'm thinking maybe the window materials or something. See, like this face usually would be... I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing. But what it also does, the FVX plugin, puts all your shit in 9 nodes. Yeah, game don't like that. So, what you gotta do to fix that now, you gotta open this NIF in 3ds Max. Close this. Oh, that was building D. I gotta erase that from the thing. Oh, I got 100 messages already, huh? Fucking A. Tweet it out. Let's do it. Let's tweet it. Tweet. Skip it. Tweet. Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. There you go. Okay. Fucking fags. So gay. Another thing I wanted to do from Blender before I exported that. I'm gonna import that NIF. Right? Water. And all I have to do, this is very fucking small, by the way. So if I freeze that, Alt W to get full screen. If I import Farmhouse 01, right? This is extremely fucking small. It's like a Matchbox car. Look at that. No bueno. No fucking bueno. So, I don't like how the FBX exporter does that. I'm just gonna take the building right up in here, and this will give me my right scale. Takes a minute. Good. You can see the scale difference. I don't even know where the hell the thing is, but I say, what the fuck is that over there for? I'm looking for the grid. Oh, there it is. Right there. So it is at 0, like it was. So in order to get rid of that node bullshit, I just import the FBX that's already optimized. And I'm just gonna export it over to my meshes. This is building D. That's right, I want to get the name. So I drag the name from here, right? Select all that shit, and we'll export. I'm putting it right into my meshes folder. this month for stuff. Building D. I wanted to. I could even build the lighting shader in this. I could build the lighting shader in there, no problem. But it's just as easy to do it in fucking Nifscope after. Doug's like the only one here. Thanks, Doug, for coming through. It was really just about a test. I wanted to do a little bit of work on these meshes and kind of figure out why the fuck I keep getting flip faces. Delete that from there. So I want to make sure there's no flippies. That looks pretty good, brah. Although it's not at fucking 0. But it did separate out. Sometimes I try to, after I decimate shit, I try to add it back together. And it really don't fucking work like that. You just can't do it. I don't know why, but I'm gonna open this up. I want to delete the fucking I want to delete the house out that I just did, which is building D. And I want to save that. Probably be a good idea to close Max. Have Max open, Blender open, streaming. Son of a bitch. How you know your computer's decent? I mean, OBS is using 7% of my CPU. Blender's using fucking a fuck ton of RAM and half my GPU. Every time I go like this, it uses 8% of my GPU. It's fucking sick. 9% of my GPU just to go like this. 8 gigs of RAM. Fucking sick. Alright, building D, where are you? You're going bye-bye. Where's your hierarchy? There you are. Big bitch. Was that actually the one I just did? It was. Building D. Delete your hierarchy, sir. And I'm just going to save this file. So I know where I'm at. I got all this shit left. Once the big stuff's done, I guess it's not terrible to do little stuff. I could probably shit on these fucking no time, I'm sure. It's crazy. You can do so much in Blender. Like I was saying, I figured out like shading and shit. So like something like this, right? Let's do the barrel. The barrel's a great example. Control I everything. No. Yeah, Control I, hide, and let's go find the barrel. So where is it? This is barrel, right? We're going to tap that to the cursor so it's in the middle. It's a lot easier to navigate. So if I wanted to take something like this and cook out these textures exactly how they lay. This is how you do it. This is all its textures basically right here. So you got your base color map is your wood texture. Metallic gives it the shine on the metal. If I uncheck that, you can see it it's a little different. Displacement's really nothing. Roughness is nothing. Like the normal map, you can turn the normal maps down and it'll look fucking super smooth. But you can turn your normal maps up to 10. You could play with them, you know, you can make shit look really fucking awesome. So what I did was, like, you can see how rough that looks now. Right about there, right? You can actually see the materials. You get the plank material. This is the wood. This is the wood one. So if I played with this on this, then your wood gets all normaled out, right? You could put them really high. You could make it really grainy or smooth. Right? And then you can bake these textures out. So we'll just that. We'll go editor, jump into edit mode. And if we select all that, you can see that's the metal. I believe. Yeah, that was the metal. So it's just gonna show you. Oh, that's because I don't have oh, son of a bitch, come on. X-ray lets you select shit in and out and behind. So you can see all the faces here, and it's kind of weird on that base color. That's not, like, you have to combine shit to get your base color and your stuff and your normal and everything else. So you can bake these out. You can actually put whatever you want there. You can put a new material. You can assign the material to the selection. So if I go, you don't want to select the vert, we want to select the, oh, I would have to split it by materials, but it doesn't matter. You can bake both those materials onto one map. So right now this is running off of this wood texture all built up with this, and then this metal texture all built up with this, right? So you could take this, go like that, check the UV maps. So that's that UV, right? See how it's got different channels? So you make a new channel there, view it, and we go here and we can just unwrap that, and that's this unwrapped. But now, like, this is wood, this is wood, it's all fucked up. So tools for that. Layout. I believe the one I want is rectify. Select all of them. Rectify, and it straightens them out. So it's going to carry the texture a little bit better. And then you can sort them horizontally. And then you can pack them. So there's a way this one, selected. Boom. There's actually little margins in between. Nothing is touching. They're just super fucking close. But I just tidied up that whole texture. Now I could fit a plethora of other shit on here. I could unwrap 7 more things onto this one texture and have it run off. I could bake all them things onto one texture. When I say that texture, don't think I'm doing that. So this is actually how you do it. You put a new image texture here. You actually just create a new image. We're gonna actually do, I want to do 4K. Blank so here's that there. I want to control C that because that's in one of the materials. That's not in, so I'm in the metal material. I want to put one in the wood material as well. I want to select it. Unplug those because baking does not like metallics at all. Plenty of videos on that. I'm gonna bake out a diffuse map for Skyrim, and I'm gonna bake out a normal map for Skyrim right now. So with that selected, I gotta take the metallic off this, but have it selected. Make sure my UV map here is selected. Make sure I'm in edit mode and I've got the object. Actually, we're gonna go to object mode, I think, and shading. I want to be in the shading tab, so I can close that. This is gonna be back to my UV editor. I'm gonna set it to my barrel image that I just created in black. And basically, I just moved a couple windows around. So this is the image I added there. The image I added there. They got to be outlined with white. See how they outlined? That means you got it selected. So I want to bake to this image. That's how it's got to be. To have this UV map, the one we unwrapped, selected. So if I tab in edit mode, you can see got that right there. All that said and done, we're going to go up to the render tab. I reset my samples to 10. Samples is like the limit render, whatever. Then we go down to bake. I'm going to pick diffuse. We don't want no lighting, but we want the color. And then I'm just going to tap bake. You can see it's baking the texture. Texture is going to pop over there, and then I can open up the UVs and see it baked multi-material texture. So it baked both the wood and the metal in one texture rather than having a metal texture and a wood texture, right? Now we've got one texture there. And a little trick now, when you're baking out the diffuse maps, right, your color space has to be in sRGB mode on this. Change that. That's kind of weird. Yeah, when you bake the diffuse, it's got to be RGB mode there. So if I go back, where's my material? Change that. Weird. Anyway, we can go over here to this image, and I can just save this image out to my desktop as barrel underscore diffuse. And I'm gonna save it out as a JPEG because we'll save it. Kobe, relax, bro. Alright, so that's why, because I didn't save the photo yet, it didn't let me change the color space on this. So now with the normal map, you have to, it's a non-color map. So we actually have to change this to non-color. And if you go over to your other material, it changed that as well because they're actually the same thing, right? So now same thing, basically we've got all the same shit selected. That UV selected. We'll go back to render. I'm going to change this to normal. And I'm leaving my settings just like this. We want tangent space on this object. RGB is going to stay the same as it sits. There was another thing I believe that I had to do. Probably not. And now it's going to bake my normal map. You'll see that pop over here, and that'll be pretty much Skyrim ready. And I'll show you how these things work. So here's my normal map, right? Same thing. We can go image. We can go save as on desktop. And this one here, I'm just going to name this normal. And we'll save that. So now that I got both of those materials on one map, what I can do is I can go over here and I can delete these materials completely. Make a new material. I can name it barrel mat. That gives me this here. So with this printable BSDF shader, there's a little cool trick. You have this thing called Node Wrangler. So you can add a texture node setup, or you can add principled setup. So, and you can see there's what is it? Control Shift T is going to be the principled setup. So I'm going to do that, Control Shift T, and what I'm looking for are those two pictures, those two JPEGs that I just exported, normal and diffuse. If you name them with an underscore diffuse and an underscore normal and roughness and blah 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 and so on and so forth, when you do that principled BSDF import like I just did, it'll automatically build everything out for you. So now as you can see, my barrel's back to normal, but it looks like it's carrying a different vector. So I want to take these off. We don't need that. That's just telling the UV maps where to go, and we don't need that. So let's get rid of that, get rid of this, and get rid of this. What I want here is I want a UV map input. Okay, and it's gonna come from my UV map. That's gonna tie in to these, which it didn't make a difference anyway because I see how my normals are like botched kinda. That's because I think I did something wrong on the bake. Which is quite possible. What up, Zarky? Zaki, baby. How you doing? But, yeah, so let me try this. Delete that. Still working on the vector. Like I was saying. That's it. I also didn't cook out like the roughness or the diffuse or anything else. I just baked out that. So, you know, that was it. But yeah, that's how you do that, dude. I was like, Control Shift click previews the material, which is normal. I might not need this. Yeah, I do. Yeah, like now if I wanted to, I could export this as a NIF. Actually, I think it's the way I unwrapped it, bro. I think it's the way I unwrapped it, because if I go back here, if I put this in, let's try this out. I'm going to try the original mapping. Try to vector that in. No, because the texture doesn't run off that. It runs off something completely different. Yeah. Star Wars fan? Who's a Star Wars fan? Could be an umbrella, he said. Fucking Doug. I did large building D already, right? Yeah. Close that out. So yeah, as the textures there, I would just pop those in somewhere and cook them out like a diffuse, right? Isn't Ahsoka Tano a fucking anime thing? I thought it was an anime thing. I didn't know it was a Star Wars reference. Same shit as last night though, Zarky. Basically just, I'm still fucking with these buildings. This one's done, this one's game ready. This is a massive fucking building. When you think of how big an NPC is in game, the side of that door, right? It's retarded. I think I fixed all the shit on this one too. Oh no, I gotta fix B. I've already fixed C. I got a bunch of these. There's 101 assets in that fucking pack, so I'm getting there. But for right now, I gotta go. I gotta head back to work for a little while. I want to thank all you guys for coming through, man. John, Shadow, Doug, Acha. Appreciate you guys, man. Darky, you're the best. I really just wanted to see if the stream was gonna work this time, and also just work on this stuff, kind of record some things, because I'll end up losing track of something. Later, boys. You take care of yourselves. I'll probably see you later today. I'm gonna stream later on this afternoon. When I get back, I got like 2 or 3 hours of work, and then I'll be back.